In this lesson, we're going to check out one of Max 8's new animation features, which is importing motion analysis and motion capture files. So let's take a look at how this is performed. Start out with a clean scene, and we'll go to the File, Import. Within File Import, you'll notice that we have two new file types, which are the Motion Analysis HTR file and the Motion Analysis TRC file. We'll start with the HTR file and select matrom1.htr and click on Open, and the Import HTR dialog comes up, which has several options for you to define how you want the motion capture data to come into Max. In the About box, you see that we have information about the plugin from Motion Analysis. The motion capture files were provided to us by Motion Analysis themselves. In the skeleton section, we have the ability to create or apply to a skeleton that we already have. It's going to create a hierarchy of max bones if we choose create that we can use in our scene. We can click on apply and apply it to any skeleton that we have in Max already. And we can set the segment size or tell it to create some end effectors. We can keyframe the base position or the animation. In this case we'll just use animation, and we can set the controller type for rotations, either to Euler or TCV. In the time options, we can use all of the time or just a certain range, and you can see that this file has a range of 2,848 frames. In the offset, we can say we want to insert it at around 50 frames or something of that nature, and the scale will affect the character globally and how that motion analysis is brought in. So we click OK, and we have this progress bar that imports and creates the skeleton. And once it's done, you have your skeleton with all of the animation on it, and you can see we have basic calisthenics being done by our character. Each one of the bone objects has a keyframe per frame, which is a lot of keyframes, but it comes in fairly quickly and without too many difficulties. A lot of information there. You can use this bone system to skin your own meshes, or you can constrain a different rig to it. So we'll just do a reset and go to import again, and this time we're going to choose TRC file and grab the TRC file. Basically the same dialog. There's a few differences. This is going to create a point cloud. So in this case we can use spheres or point objects as geometry, and we have options to create a root node if we want, and the time options are the same, so we'll just click on OK. It loads. You can see the point cloud, and when you play this back, the motion capture data plays back, and these are the actual markers from the actor. The spheres are keyframed to one keyframe per frame, and the position tracks. So these are all position markers. So that's the differences between the two new imports. One is very rotation based and it creates a max skeleton, and the other is position based and it creates this point cloud. It's pretty easy to import both of these into Max, and it's very accurate.